Well, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you very much for joining me. We are in Applecross campsite. This is day 4 of our Biking Buddies NC 500 epic adventure. It's actually day 5 in reality, but day 4 on the NC. So, without further ado, grab yourself a beer, grab yourself a brew, strap yourselves in, and come with me on this Biking Buddies day 4 super adventure.
Where do you go when you're young, when you're restless, when you're fun, cause you're desperate? Oh, here they come for a chance, for adventure. What's your poison, what's your pleasure?
Okay, so this sees us pulling out of Applecross campsite. We're just all checked out, very comfortable, nice in our little hobbit cabin. A couple of beers last night and some food, so we're ready for our final day push, which is day 4. Oh, hi there folks. So I'd just like to momentarily pause and just interrupt the proceedings here just for a second. You're just about to watch day 4 of our epic NC 500 trip. However, the tech gremlins did their absolute best to ruin my best efforts to capture that day for you guys. So unfortunately, video footage was corrupt, audio was corrupt, you name it, it went wrong. I swapped the cameras around, same issues. So I have managed to cobble together or scratch together, edit together the best bits, the more salvageable bits, and that's what you're about to see. So I do apologize for this slightly abridged version of our NC 500 day 4. Let's get back to that VT. Those of you that know the area, we are just about to climb up onto the Bealach-na-Ba, the Applecross Pass, or the Pass of the Cattle as it's colloquially known. So yeah, hopefully, looking at the weather, we're going to be a little bit ahead of the curve today. We've got very strong winds and showers coming up from the southwest, but we're heading southeast, so we should just be ahead of that curve and stay predominantly dry all the way through and relatively moderate to light winds, fingers crossed. The other upshot as well is that should give us some fantastic views off the top of the Bealach. So as we're climbing ever higher, the breeze is certainly picking up. I think it might be a little bit too windy for the drone. And the temperature is dropping like a stone, as you'd well expect. So we've gone from 11 degrees down at the campsite. We're presently sitting at 8. And looking out to the southwest, I know I'm looking through a dark tinted visor, or darker tinted visor, but yeah, it is certainly looking a little bit more cloudy and ominous over to the west, which is my right, than it is now directly pointing in front of us. So we're ahead of the curve in terms of the general tourist trail, as it were. It's not quite 9 o'clock in the morning. That said, we've had a very relaxed and a very slow-paced morning. Okay, I'm not sure how much you'll be able to hear me for the wind, just in general terms, but yeah, that wind is very biting. So yeah, looking out southwest, this is the Isle of Skye directly in front of us with the Black Cuillins. Fantastic mountain range. What an absolutely incredible place this is. Superb. And as I say, we've got the place entirely to ourselves. We're well ahead of the curve. So this is the peak summit, and the road takes us off here. We drop down very steeply over some hairpins, and this is the next section really is the Bealach-na-Ba itself. Okay, so I was saying the temperature is dropping like a stone. Let's just have a look at Carl's bike there. Drive ice warning flashing on his dash. Let's have a look at the old trumpet. Man, that wind is bitter. Yeah, 4.5 degrees. Yeah, that is that's chilly. So we're going to push on now, just get ourselves over the edge of the Bealach. Not literally, I do hope. There is a little lay-by there. We'll get mirror cam set up and ready and active. There is a little lay-by there that we can pull in, and hopefully we'll get some photos with this early morning sun. Now, I always think every time you come over the top of here, you just get this sense of absolute unparalleled elevation. The road drops very sharply, very quickly. I think we've got about 2 or 3, something like that, hairpins to go around. And the views and the vistas that you get, it's a road that, as I say, you've got to respect this road. Clearly you have. So this should really be our first proper view as we come across. Wow, look at that. Incredible. Just incredible. It's incredible how fast you descend. Look at these big rocky outcrops, these big craggy overhangs. Massive pothole there. And I would imagine in the summer months that this would be an absolute living hell of camper vans and inexperienced drivers. And that's pretty much us down the technical bit. We just got a nice long steady drop now, as we can see, this huge radial descent, and then we're in the lower reaches. So Mr. Bealach-na-Ba, let's put a little bit of angle on mirror cam. Thank you very much for providing us with this majesty, this spectacle view. I absolutely adore the way that the sun is shining and refracting off of these wet rocks. It gives a certain sense of dominance to the place without shadow of a doubt. And there we are down off the tops. Let's just have a glance up to our right hand side. Very, very dominant feature of the landscape is the buttresses that mark the left and right entrance to the Bealach. And you can see why it's so popular, why it's so synonymous, and why not. So that's a nice little coffee stop down at Lock Carron at the spa there. Utterly beautiful place, and just got talking to a local there, an old boy. Just reminiscing about his biking days. So we're just pulling out of Lock Carron now and working our way ever eastward towards Inverness. And the flavour of the journey today is going to be ever decreasing mountains as we push our way towards the east coast. We should be on relatively flowing roads for the majority of the way to the end of the NC. Okay, so we're on these closing sections then of day 4, working our way towards Inverness, and we just pulled up here for a little bit of a lunch brunch kind of stop at the Midge Bite. Really, really good. Enjoying today. I wasn't entirely sure what I was going to expect today. I know that we're leaving the mountainous west coast behind us and we're pushing ever onwards to the east. The forecast was very temperamental with strong winds and quite a bit of rain piling in from the southwest, but as I say, we're heading east, so we should avoid it. If we just have a look over there behind me, that is our general direction. So yeah, we've still got some fantastic scenery to ride through. It is all very much opening out and emptying out, as it were. So we're going to get ourselves sorted, get geared up, get back on the bikes, and let's get this trip back on the road. Right, well that sees us done. Journey's end. Here we are at the castle. Now sadly we can't get right up to the castle because the workmen have got it closed off, so if you just have a look there behind me, yeah, they've got that finished off. So yeah, bathed in sunshine as we finish this epic journey, 4 days in, and that sees us start to finish the NC 500 completely done and dusted. It's a little bit breezy now. This is quite an epic shutdown. If you have stuck with me to the end of all 4 of these videos, then thank you very much for your company. If my videos have inspired you to start planning and start scratching that NC 500 itch yourself, then I would highly recommend that you do that. I can't recommend this route enough. Stick to the route, plan well, deviate away from the route, do what you will, but you will absolutely 100% not be disappointed. So I'm going to close this one down now then, guys. As I say, thank you very much for your company. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button, give the video a like and give it a share, and whatever you're doing, folks, wherever you are, keep it safe, keep it shiny side up, and we will catch you for the next one. Cheers, bye now, bye.